Hey, what's up YouTubers? The Digital now back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to do one of those difficult things in KSP, and that is docking in 0.18.1. And this is one of the most hardest things you can possibly do. It's even harder than getting to a planet, and that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if you hear stuff in the background. As you probably know, KSP takes a lot of power from your computer, and I have a pretty average one. And, you know, it's making the fan run a lot to keep the CPU cool. So before we begin, first things first, of course you should have something in orbit to actually dock to. I recommend the Space Core. It's already a preset, already made spacecraft you can probably launch up and get in orbit. I recommend an orbit of about like 100,000 sorry, not 100,000, whoa, 100 kilometers, and that's 100,000 meters. That's pretty much it. Before we begin, you should have RCS, a lot of it. Like, this is a perfect amount of RCS, just one, you know, big tank. That's enough. Have your RCS in the center of mass, so just like in the center of your whole thing, and have something to actually use to dock to. I have the Klempotron shielding dock. That's some fancy stuff right there. And I'm gonna be docking with this station right over here, the Yellow station. I was thinking about Halo. So let's get ready to launch. Have SAS. SAS is going to help you out a lot. You don't need it, but I recommend advanced SAS. Alright, everything's ready to go. Launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, bam. There you go. And now the long process of getting into orbit. Around like 8,000 to about 10,000 meters, we're going to start to do our gravity turn. And the engines are already overheating. These engines just, Alright, so we're going to lose 2 tanks at a time. So watch this. It's some pro wiring up in here, some pro fuel line wiring. Now, just a couple of more stages and we're going to be pretty close. I wonder what that is. It's a star, but I don't know what it is. It's probably Duna. Maybe my space station. Who knows? Okay. All these flames. Yeah, this is really boring getting into orbit. It's kind of intense though, because I don't want anything to fail. Oh god, don't fail. Okay, oof, that was close. It's always close when you're... I should have added those solid rocket boosters, the little ones, to make it go away from me. Okay, so we're gonna bring in a gravity turn, not right now, but in a couple of thousand meters, a slight one. Okay, we're gonna begin a gravity turn right about now-ish. Not too much, not too little, just a little gravity turn, nothing too big. Okay, let's turn this a little bit. Bam. I recommend that you have your object in orbit in a perfect circular orbit. It's a lot easier to dock with that way. And before I actually begin the docking sequence, I just want to tell you guys, docking takes a while. It could take you from a half an hour to 15 minutes. It's pretty hard. 15 minutes if you're really experienced with it. But hopefully, I take 15 minutes. I doubt it though, but nothing wrong with hoping. Okay, so we want to go further away from it because I want it to catch... Wait, where is it right now? Yeah, I want it to catch up to me because it's way too slow underneath 100 kilometers. So let's go above 100 kilometers. This is about, yeah, it's about 100 kilometers in the air. So we want to go a little bit above it, and we're going to lose this tank in a bit. There you go, get off me. Okay, now we are ready to start orbiting. Not yet actually, but we're almost there. We're close, people. Calm your faces. La, la, la. Okay, we're almost above 100,000. I'm looking... Why am I keep on saying 100,000? 100 kilometers. I'm looking at about 110-ish. That's pretty good. Okay, there you go. Now it's going to lower itself a little bit. Okay. Get into position, so line yourself up like so. And before we actually begin our orbiting thingy, you can use the maneuver nodes, but I pretty much know how to make an orbit, so I'll just do this by myself without maneuver node. But if you're not experienced, just click on the line. I'll show you later because we're going to end up using it anyways. So let's travel to the apoapsis. The app, as I like to call it, because I'm weird. Okay, There you go. Now we're gonna full blast our engines because that's how we roll. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. This heating is a real problem. Well, it's realistic, but it's just a little bit annoying. Okay. There you go. We will begin orbiting in a bit because that's how physics works. The real intense part is getting close to the station. That right there is intense, and the most intense part of all time, I think. Oh god, sorry, I have a bowl of fruit over here, and it's awesome. It has pineapples and it has some oranges too. There's a bit of apple and some other stuff that I don't know, but it's orange. It's pretty awesome if you ask me. It's some good stuff. Okay, that's more than a big enough orbit. As you can see, we have a little bit of fuel left. That's okay. We have more than enough fuel to maneuver around. Now what I was going to do is I was going to take out my periapsis a little bit. So I'm going to go to my apoapsis again. So let's go there. Okay, we're going to get to the apoapsis and okay. Now we're going to make our apoapsis go further. So we're going to go prograde. Prograde is the green circle without an X, so let's go to that. And there it is. Make sure you compensate for inertia. Oh god, come on, too much inertia. Shoot. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Okay, there you go. Now we're just gonna make our apoapsis go out a little bit, about like a 120, maybe 110. Nothing too big. Okay, that's perfect. Now we are going to go to a periapsis and decrease our apoapsis to 120 also. So, or at least close to 120. We want the space station to catch up to us, so that is what we have to do. Bam. Okay, now we are going to lower our apoapsis by going to the retrograde. So click on that and start just a little pulse, not too much thrust. And this will lower down to about 120-ish, hopefully. Come on, baby, do the 120. Bam. Okay, this should be... Oh, that's good enough. Who cares? Now we're going to do a thing called awesomeness. No, it's not called awesomeness, but just click anywhere. Sorry. Before you do that, go to your station that you want to dock with, or the object in the air. Click on it, and... Oh, God. Okay. Right click. No, what the... Okay, click on it, left click on it, and then just click set as target. Now it's going to show up at green like this. And these little dots are very important. These will tell you at the closest point that you are from intersection. So click on any blue, anywhere in the blue area, and click add maneuver. Now you have to adjust this to make these two come closer together. So since we're further away, we'll obviously do retrograde. So let's do a little bit of retro right over here. And as you can see, everything is moving around. The orange one is the second intersect, and the purple one is the... Let me see what this is. Wait, it's also the... No, wait, I messed up. The orange one is still first. Sorry, guys. A little bit confusion over there. Okay, so we're just going to go retrograde. And this one, make sure you do it far away from you, because it takes a lot of adjusting, because you don't really know 100% what's going to make your orbit come close together. So I'm just going to do a little bit of adjusting here and there, hoping that something happens. Get a nice little click or something. This is probably the hardest. No, this is not the hardest part. But this is probably the most time-consuming part. Finding the area that you actually come to the closest intersection. Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I'm back, and that took a while. The reason is because, you know, this takes the longest time, and I had to fast forward through a lot of this stuff. Okay, so I adjusted this a lot, and I finally got an intersect, the first intersect, and it's 7.6 kilometers apart, and that's perfect. It's good enough. It could go from 10 kilometers, and that's the highest that I like to go. Preferably, I want to go lower, but this is good enough, and this will do. So now that we have this, it's 16 minutes until the initial burn. So we just have to wait. Make sure that you're targeting this blue spot, and you have to finish this whole bar over here. I'm gonna detach my big thing because I don't really need it, so get off me. Okay, there you go, and everything's set. I'm just gonna fast forward to 15 minutes, so let's go there. La 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 la, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Alright, so we're gonna get there in a bit, obviously. Obviamente. That's obviously in Spanish. There you go. Okay. It's let me see, 6-second burn, so it's not that big of a burn, but it will make a big difference. Yes sirree. Now we just have to wait a couple of seconds, and as you can see, everything is good, everything's stable, all the Kerbal knots are okay. 2 kilometers per second around the Earth. Kerbin, oh god, sorry. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, burn beginning. Apparently the estimate burn time was a fake, so this will take longer than estimated. 20 seconds. Whoa, this game's gone crazy. No, it's okay. It was expected. Okay, so just make sure the bar goes all the way down. It doesn't have to go all the way down, but about like 1 meters per second left or something like that. Nothing too big. Okay, so we're gonna go down like a lot, and bam, that's good enough. Now let's look at our intersect point. Let's delete this maneuver node. And our intersect point is off. Jeez Louise. That's okay. So we're just putting another maneuver node over here. Add maneuver node. Okay. So what we want to do is we're going to adjust it a little bit more. And I think I have to go faster. Yeah, I have to go faster. There you go. I have to increase my orbit a little bit. As you can see, it's 10 now. And it's just increasing if I do that. So let's do it. Go back a little bit. Okay, now it's 8. Let's go up a little bit. 8.4. Up 8.6, so that's bad. Go down a little bit. 8.1, that's good. Let's go down a little bit more. 8.1 still. Down. 7.9, let's try to get that back. 7.5, a little bit more down. Okay, 7.5, a little bit more down. 7.6. So is 7.5 is good enough. Let's go down maneuver node. We have to maneuver pretty fast because we only got 2 minutes to do this. Well, that's actually a lot of time, considering our spacecraft is actually really small. Okay, now we just gotta go forward in time to 2 minutes. Oh god, this burn is not a very big burn, but it will get the job done. A little burns make a big difference. Okay, begin burn. Bam. Oh, what was that? Okay. I think I did something wrong, but let's check it out. Everything should be good. Off by 37. Jeez Louise. Let's adjust this a little bit more then. Adjust. I think we need to slow down actually. Do we? Yeah, we gotta slow down. Ooh, that's good. So now we got a retro. We burned a little bit too much there. As you can probably tell, little burns make a very big difference. I don't need that big of a burn, but just big enough. Just 3 meters per second. So just a little tiny burn. It's not even gonna take a second if I go full blast. Let's go forward. Yep. Okay. Very, very, very touchy thing to do. You have to be very precise about this stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna be like kilometers off. Just gonna be terrible. So it's 3.7 meters. That's all we need to do. Starting at 0. Bam. Oh no! Come on. I'm bad at this. Okay. I'll take what I can get. 37 again. Are you kidding me? Is this some kind of joke? Okay, you know, I'm just gonna do this by hand. I'm just gonna go prograde a little bit because I think I know what the setup is here. So let's just go prograde a little bit. Yeah, I want to speed up. There you go. It's decreasing. Okay. Let's decrease. Oh. Okay. Bad. If your red node is before it, you gotta slow down. If it's after it, you gotta speed up. Just a little tiny burn, nothing too big. Okay. There you go. 3.8 meters is the closest I'm gonna get. Now we are good to intersect. We are gonna get there pretty soon. So let's just lock everything up. Let me just. Now the closest point we're gonna be to it is at 3.9. So we want to start slowing down at about like 5 kilometers or 4.5 kilometers, about when we're that close to it. So let's look at the map. Okay. We're gonna get there in a bit. When we begin to dock, it's very intense, so I might get quiet up, but you guys will see what I'm doing. It's pretty obvious. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to get in a position, the correct position. It's right over there, as you can probably see. It's 77 kilometers away. Bam. Let's start moving more. As you can probably tell, I'm going a lot faster than it, and that is okay. Okay. No, it's actually going faster than me, sorry. Okay, we're gonna get pretty close to it. So, there it is. Once we get to about 5 or something, 6 maybe, just to be safe, I'm gonna get out of my burn, and I'm gonna begin to slow down to catch up. Okay. This is the time, guys. This is the most intense part of the whole thing. Okay, so now we're gonna begin our slowing down burn. I'm gonna go about 0 something, 0.4, 0.3ish. That's a very good speed B. Okay, there you go. This is the closest we're gonna. No, sorry, this is not the closest, but it's pretty darn close. We're able to see stuff. Just slowing down here, lowering my meters per second. Let's adjust ourselves a little bit. You want the most out of your thrust. Come on, slow down, Mr. Space Station. Slow down. No, Mr. Space Station, you stay still. Okay, you gotta adjust a lot to do this because you don't want to speed up. This is a very delicate situation. Both spacecrafts are moving like about 2 kilometers per second, and that's some intense speed right there. So you really gotta be careful. Okay, now we're pretty still, and now you want to go to the purple spot. Sorry, not purple, the pink spot, the pink circle, and go directly on it. Once you're about like 0.8, 0.7ish, 0.4 even, then you can go to this pink over here, and that what does is it makes us go closer to it. So if we do a little burn over here, this will tell us how much closer we will be. There you go, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. That's good enough for me. Actually, no, let's go a little bit more, because I want this done fast. 0.3. Okay, now you want to go to that pink X, and once we get to about 300 meters from the target, we're going to start slowing down to a nice 0 speed. So let's fast forward over here. Sorry, once we get to 400 meters. There you go, we're almost there. So let's get on target. Okay, we gotta hurry up a little bit. Okay, try to go to 0, guys. Again, 0.3, 0 point-ish, you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, I'm sorry, I was doing this wrong. You gotta go to the retrograde, obviously. Sorry for the horns. Turn on RCS for fast maneuvering. This is the time, guys. Okay, now we are at a pretty stable, very stable actually, position to do some maneuvers to get closer to it. So right now we're not going to get any closer to it other than 600 meters. We're just going to start going further away. So right now start a very low burn towards it. So that is a pink circle. And going to map mode is a lot easier, and it tells you how close you're going to get. It's going to start at 5, 4. We're trying to get to about 200 to 100. 100 is the best. Okay, there you go, 100 meters. Now go to retrograde because we're going to start falling towards the target, and you can probably see it right now. Retrograde right over here, ladies and gents. Now we're going to get closer. If I remember correctly, it is 100 meters, and that is not going to take a big burn. A couple of, maybe less than a second actually. So as you can probably see the space station right now, we're getting pretty close. Yellow station up in here. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. It's a very, very, very talkative and nervous. God, this is stressful. That's what it is. It's very stressful to do this. Okay, let's go to retrograde. We're gonna begin our little stopping maneuver here. Once we get closer to it, a little bit closer. Okay, that's good enough. Let's do our, let's go above it actually, and then we'll stop. So now is a perfect time to do our little burn to slow ourselves down. Nothing too big, guys. Okay, we are perfect. We are golden right now. Now what we need to do is we need to turn towards the direction that the spacecraft is flying. So in my case, it is actually this way, which way the spacecraft is falling. So right now we're gonna do this little turn over here, just to face towards it. Make sure your RCS at this point your RCS is on, hopefully. Okay, now you want to click this right over here. This is called docking, and basically what this does, it changes up your keypad. So control is gonna be good. Oh shoot, shift is gonna be to go down. Let's even ourselves out a little bit more because I don't like this. It's very important that you're even, otherwise a lot of stuff is gonna go wrong. Oh god, okay, oh come on. Oh, I'm messing up, sorry. There you go. Now we are good. Now we want to go forward a little bit because I see that it's speeding up. Okay, there you go. Go a little bit to the left and press shift to go down. You want to go very down actually because it's all the way down there, and a little bit forward at the same time. Just use RCS. This is why I told you to bring a lot, because you have to do about 100 meters of work to get to it. We are falling at 1 meter per second. You're going to be very tempted to use your speed thingy. Do not do that. If you do, you are going to get screwed. Okay. We're going down to it, RCS style. Open up your shield. I forgot this last time, and it was pretty risky of me opening at the last possible second. Open up the shield. Okay. So now we are falling towards the target. And I actually want to connect with this right over here, this little thingy. So we will have to customize our little... Actually, I changed my mind. That's going to be too much work. What I want to do is... Ooh, it's hard to tell where I want to go. Okay. I made up my mind. I'm going to dock on the top. Hopefully this is a docking thing. Yep, set as target. Okay. So now we're gonna do a little maneuver here to face, oopsie doopsie, face towards the target. That's good enough. Go back to docking, back up a little bit. We're going too close, so that's W. Oop, oh god. So there you go. My keys are backwards right now because I'm doing all this stuff. So if I want to go, which way is that? No, it's this way. So if I want to go this way, it's this way. Now this is very light stuff, just a little bit key taps and stuff because we're really close to it, and we don't want to mess anything up. Make sure you get a nice little position here, and what I'm gonna end up doing is, oop, god, no. See, I have no idea what my key setup is now. Oh, no, what am I doing? Shoot, Nichols. Shoot, Nichols. I actually thrusted forward. I wasn't in the correct mode. Don't stay in docking always, but when you're doing this stuff, it's very delicate, and it's really creepy, because I don't want to crash into this system. Not this system, but you know what I'm talking about. So let's match up a little bit. What I find really helpful is if I go into whatchamacallit mode. If I go into F2 mode, basically what that does is this. It removes everything. It's a lot easier. But right now, I actually need a little bit. So I'm going to keep it forward a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to be moving at a little angle. It's really hard to explain this part because there's so much stuff going on. But basically what you want to do is do slight adjustments to match yourself up with that little target right over here. Very slight adjustments. This is why I said you need a lot of RCS fuel. So we're going to move towards the target. Right now we're going for it. And yeah, there isn't really much to say because I'm clicking so much everywhere. It's ridiculous. You want to predict where it's going to be in a couple of seconds also, which can be very difficult. But once you get used to it, you will definitely be able to do it with no problem. Okay, shit. Goodness gracious. Difficult stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna start going for the dock. We're going a bit too fast, and we're a bit too much to the... Oh, let's go a little bit. Oh. Okay, we're about to dock in a bit. Now, I'm moving a bit too much to the right, so... And let's push a little bit more forward. There you go. We're getting close, people. It should magnetize right about now, hopefully. Come on, connect. Connect, you beast. Connect. Tense moments in the Kerbal space program. We have docked. That was very intense. I'm sorry I wasn't able to explain it very well when I was right up close to it. It's just a really stressful moment and I have to be pressing a lot of keys at the same time. But hopefully you guys learned something about it, about the process of docking. And I hope it helped you out at least a little bit, but that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching and goodbye.